Between Two Banjos 2017 Year in Review continues with our favorite concerts of the year. And to talk about concerts in 2017, we have Lindsay Corbin, who is Swallow Hill Music's event manager and volunteer coordinator. And you work a lot of concerts every year.
I go to a lot of shows, yes.
How many concerts do you think you work a year?
Oh, man. I mean, we alone produce like 250 of them, so...
And you're at a majority
of them, yes.
Okay. So, okay, well, with that in mind, she knows what she's talking about.
Thank you.
So, Lindsay, we're going to count down. What is your number 3 concert of the year?
Number 3 concert would be the Avett Brothers, just because I've always wanted to see them, and especially at the Red Rocks. And this year I had the opportunity to finally go see them at Red Rocks.
Fantastic.
So it was like kind of a goal for the past couple of years. And it's a first of all, great venue. I haven't actually had time to go up there in a couple of years, so it was great to go back up. And they sounded amazing. It was fun night.
Sweet. Cool.
Yeah, cool. You next? Cool. Third favorite show of the year, His Golden Messenger, the Bluebird. Just really fun, really solid. He started losing his voice towards the end of the show, and it was kind of like, I was like, dude, just rap it. It's totally cool. You know, you give us funny music, but he kept going, and it was just really great. He's a consummate professional. The band is hot. It was really fun.
I know they're one of your favorites.
They are, and the live show was epic as always.
My number 3 is going to be Roger Waters at Pepsi Center. And I'll admit, I went to this show because I saw Pink Floyd in 1994, and I kind of wanted to complete the set. Roger Waters wasn't in Pink Floyd by that point, and it was collector's glasses. But it was a really dynamic, energetic show. Obviously, a lot of politics, but my favorite moments were... Roger is in his mid-70s. He has this low voice, but he really still knows how to use it. And hearing him sing "Wish You Were Here," it's a song I've heard a bajillion times. It was just so powerful hearing an older Roger Waters deliver this really poignant song. And for a stadium or for a Pepsi Center show, it wasn't intimate, but it also wasn't cold and sterile. He made the whole room feel like it was one. So that's a lot of fun.
Nice. Number 2, Lindsay.
Number 2 is actually a show that we produced at the Arvada Center. It was Dweezil Zappa. And it was cool to see the show and also work with the show because, first of all, amazing band and crew. Super nice to work with, very professional, nothing but good things to say about them. And they played for 3 hours and they never missed a beat. That is a very talented group of musicians. And it was kind of fun just walking around and hearing the show and actually knowing a lot because my dad would always play Frank Zappa growing up. Nice. He would play it in the car to get us psyched for our soccer games. Nice. So I was like, wait, I know this one. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun and it was just great to see the show and work with them. And, yeah.
Cool.
Nice. My number 2 is also a Swallow Hill event. It was the Taj Mahal Kev Mo concert, Taj Mo, Botanic Gardens. We have an old picture of Taj Mahal from the Folklore Center days from the early 70s, and I got him to sign it, which was very cool. Got to chat with him for a few minutes. It was like sitting there during one of those documentaries. We got to start chatting about music, and he was telling all these stories of how it...
I was taking pictures from across the room.
We'll share some of those.
I was fanboying out big time. It was very cool to meet him. Such a nice guy. The show was incredible. It's just, he sounds so good in his mid to late 70s. And it's a great show.
Nice. Well, I'm going to be a homer too, and I'm going to pick, for my number 2 show, Noam Pikelny, the banjo player here in Daniels Hall. It was this spring. And Courtney Hartman of Della Mae did a solo opening set. It was just one of those Swallow Hill nights. You had 2 amazing performers. I feel like Noam Pikelny is going to be known, if he isn't already, among the banjo masters, Tony Trischka and Bela Fleck.
Incredible.
And it was, he's in the Punch Brothers, and it's it was cool seeing him step up into this kind of showman role. Him solo, and just a little bit of comedy, amazing performances, always keeping the songs different, so it wasn't just, a guy with his banjo. And he traded up instruments quite a bit, but it was just a magic night in Daniels Hall that I really, really enjoyed. So.
Number one.
Okay,
Number
are you ready?
one.
The big reveal?
Yeah, I had to think real hard about this one. It's actually this band called The Dip. They're from Seattle, Washington. I saw them play at the High Dive.
Cool.
And it's a 7-piece band with like a horn section and a lot of like inspiration from 60s soul music. And it was just one of those bands I discovered on Spotify randomly and was like, well, that'd be kind of a fun show. Saw that they were in town and bought tickets last minute, and it was a fun show. A lot of dancing and everything like that. It was a tough tie for number one though, because I love Paper Birds. So like all their shows are amazing though in my mind.
And they won't be joining us in 2018.
Not in 2018, but I'm excited to see what projects will come of their side gigs and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. My number one, definitely the Jerry Garcia's 75th birthday concert at Red Rocks featuring Bob Weir and the Campfire Band. Bob sounded great. It was really cool seeing him play with the guys from the National. There was a Jerry Garcia band that played the Jerry Garcia band music, and with the original organist and the original backup singers. O'Teal came out and played bass. Kamasi Washington played sax. Steve Kimmock was on guitar. It was jam fest, but it was really great song selection. It was like, we got to do the best of Jerry's work, and I feel like they nailed it. It was a really fun night. Mm-hmm.
Okay, my number one show of the year, going back to Daniels Hall here at Swallow Hill.
Right.
I loved the Paul Kelly concert.
Oh my gosh, that one was fun.
Paul Kelly is a songwriting legend in his native Australia. He's a guy I'd never heard of until this summer when we booked him to play in October. And I started diving into his catalog. His recording career goes back maybe 35 years or so. And he's just one of those people that I fell down the rabbit hole with. And by the time he played Daniels Hall, I knew his catalog fairly well. He played not quite 2.5 hours, and it just flew by. It felt like a 45-minute set, and it was really cool. The show wasn't quite sold out, but Daniels Hall was pretty full.
It was
full
so
that night.
the
Yeah.
energy in there and like people dancing.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
All the expat Australians.
Exactly.
Yes.
Having a taste of home.
Yeah, I felt like I was peering in on like a club or, it was really cool. And he was such a great performer. His band was really tight. It was just, and it just underscored if you have an open mind, you might discover something you didn't even know you're looking for. So yeah, props to Paul Kelly.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So, well, Lindsay, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah, this was fun. Thank you.
We'll see you in 2018.
Sounds great.